In this video, I'll create a dashboard in ABBYY Timeline. What you can see here is that this is an order-to-cash type of project. I'll start by navigating to the dashboard area of the project and creating a new dashboard. You can have a list of multiple dashboards per project. I'll create and name a new project. And now that I've got our dashboard created, I want to define some metrics and then chart visualizations to add to the dashboard. By going to Metrics, I can bring up my metric list. This will include any predefined metrics in my project. I'm going to create a couple to use here. First and foremost, I will create an average order duration metric. I'll name it and choose the set that I want to use. If I have a set defined in the project that I would like to utilize specific to this metric, I can choose it here. I can give it a description, and then I choose our metric type and aggregation. For this one, since I'm doing an average order duration, I will choose duration and the average aggregator. And here you can see the list of options that are available. That's all there is to it. Here's my average order duration. I'll choose to create one more metric, named order count. Count of timelines should work here. That's essentially a count of orders in this scenario. And I'll save. Now I've added two more metrics to my metric list. I bring up the chart editor by first clicking the Diagrams button. Then a list of diagrams pops out. Here I click on the Create button, then select Chart. So let's create a brand new chart. First of all, you can name the chart. What I'll do is actually create the chart before I give it a name or description. Here are our different chart display types. I'll take you through a handful of these as I go. Let's start with the most complex, which is going to be our combination chart that allows us to assign multiple metrics to a single chart. For the x-axis, let's set it up to be time-based, specifically by week, with a week-over-week configuration. And I'll set up the label for this axis as week. For the bars on this chart, I'll select order count. So I'll configure a grouped or a stacked bar broken down by a certain dimension. And I'm going to configure my order count metric broken down by employee. Now I've got our week over week with my order counts broken out by the responsible employee. Now I can choose to leave this as simply a stacked bar graph, or I can overlay this with another metric, a line chart. So for this example, I'm going to use that single line and the average order duration over top of the order count. Now I can see the count of orders broken out by employee, overlaid with how long it's taking us to process each one of these orders, enabling us to determine whether, as our order volume rises, the duration of our orders similarly increases, and so on. The axis label here will be average order duration. Now I can go back and name the chart now that it's been defined. Our chart name is going to be average order duration and total count by employee. I'll select Save. Now that I've got my new chart created, I can add this to my dashboard. So I navigate back to my dashboard and I select Edit Mode. By opening up the Diagrams pane, I can assign the selected chart to this dashboard. And now you can see it's available. I won't create them, but I'll highlight some of the other available options, such as numerical visuals, which involve simply adding a number to the dashboard. You can also have pie graphs or bar charts, among various other types of visualizations. If I wanted to, I can go in and make edits, or I can remove a chart from here. Now that I'm done editing, I can go out of edit mode and go back into view mode. This is how the user would actually visualize the dashboard when they come here and analyze the data. Now I'm in view mode. If I select enlarge, it will actually pop up my view and give me some options here. For example, I can hover over bars and see more detailed information about my employees. Or I can choose filter by dimension and specify, for example, certain employees' orders, or, as I'm showing now, orders that originated from a single location, let's say Dallas, and then dynamically apply filters to be able to look at that selected data within my dashboard. Also, I can drill in on a single specific employee by selecting the corresponding bar and then clicking the Show Timelines button. That's it. This video has guided you through the creation and customization of a dashboard in ABBYY Timeline.